right. Says I'm live. All right, cool. Fun times. Nothing exciting here. Whoa. I had that other window open. Dang it. Okay. I had my. There we go. All right. So that means sound works. Good. All right. Cool. Hey. Happy. What is today? Thursday, maybe, I think. I keep going forward and backward, and yeah. And if I was a meme, it's Friday the 13th. Oh, it's Friday? Wow, dude. Wow. Another week? Yeah. So if I was a meme, I'd be that dude that says, well, I don't always, whatever, but when I do. So mine is, well, I don't always go to the post office, but when I do, I make sure it's a holiday. So that's me in the, wow, it's Friday, really? Wow, it really is Friday. Huh, cool. Well, what up, gun-toting Texan? What up, shiitake? I'm just going to talk shit, really. I mean, I want to talk about privilege, what people's idea of privilege, and I'm actually going to address somebody who likes to harass me and repeatedly write, like, his story. Like, he never asks questions, and so why I'm doing this is not to like defend me from anything, because there's nothing to defend. It's not about me. I actually want to kind of inspire people to maybe look at themselves and others a little more rationally, right? Yeah, so where do we begin? But yeah, I want to first, let's got Priv, right? Let's talk about my privilege. So, I mean, for the past like 10 years, I've been hearing about all this white privilege I have. I have privilege because I guess the color of my skin. Yeah. And, the chatter always brings that up in subtle ways from, and I guess I have fucking 200 views on a YouTube video, and I'm like some celebrity status, white privilege person in these people's stories, it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's like people who vote. Clearly they can't think, like, why even try? You know what I mean? But again, there's some things I don't, I'm here for questions for anyone at any time. Okay. I do not allow people to trespass me or my boundaries with bullshit at all. Because look, here's the thing, dude. When I'm paying attention to you, troll, I'm not doing what I need to do, right? To take care of myself, my home, and my family. And I didn't pull myself out of a deeper hole than probably any of you, no offense, but would ever have been able to survive. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that because I fuck with trolls, or because I care about what the Kardashians are doing, or Trump, or any of these people. I care about what's fucking real. I am here to try to motivate people that are kind of finally looking at the world a little differently, not so crazy anymore, right? Okay, so yeah, what up? Oh, Truther Girls, what up? Oh, thank you. Thank you. She says, I can't really stay because I have parenting to do, but your thumbnail is hilarious. Yeah, I actually, when I did that, I told my friend, I'm like, I'm gonna hold on a second. I'm gonna try to take the ugliest possible picture I can. So thanks for, I'm getting pretty good at that. I actually, one time I tried to take the ugliest picture I could. Oh my God. And I forget what it was for, but then people were trying to rail on me and is like, why'd you choose the ugliest picture you had? I'm like, well, how do you know? Fuck. You know, dude, whatever. All right, so Friday the 13th, no fucking bullshit. Hey, fucker, what up, fucker? Oh, I miss my fucker. Stick built, how's it going? Yeah, no, I tried really hard on that. So actually, I only had to hit the button twice. So I'm getting better. So, Sonia, I remember back in the day when you worked for Saturday Night Live and you were, I think, married to Fabio or something. Um, yeah. So, yeah. So apparently, my dad, who sold me, who literally, with his own words to me, like was at least complicit in my murder, who I've never got a birthday card for in my life, but because I pulled myself out of homelessness, clearly he just, went and, I don't know, maybe felt bad and just somehow whittled his way. And then I just like pulled strings and then this house just appeared and the key just appeared in my pocket. And I think that's so sad because, oh wait, okay. I want to tell you I've been using your hair cream and it makes my hair super soft. It actually wasn't designed as a hair cream. You can use it all over your body. Okay, lips to toes to everywhere. It's just that some people use it in their hair, and including, I started using it in my hair because of Nicole, actually. So now it's my conditioner, and you need like hardly any. I'll just show you because I have a little thing right here, but literally, like a little film, just a tiny film like that, and I rub it in like after I shower or whatever, or even sometimes if it's, just put it in when it's dry if I'm all fucked up. Not that I care. I guess the only time I see the mirror is when I'm on here, right? I don't have clocks and mirrors, and I mean the bathroom has mirrors, but I go in there to pee, not to like stare at myself, So I'm glad that it's helping your hair. Mine does seem thicker and softer and stuff like that, but it's not something, I don't see humans often. So I don't really care how I look. In fact, when my car broke the other day, I was wearing pajamas, of course. So, but my bra and panties matched. Just kidding. I don't wear either. All right. So, okay. Yeah. Tina Fey. Okay. That's funny. Yeah. Gunner has very curly, coarse hair, and it works great to tame it. Awesome. Aw, thank you. What up, Case? Casey's just here for the Priv. You got your Priv card, man? Because if not, you're just going to have to sit in the back of the bus. All right? So, okay. So, why do I think that these... Okay, so, and I just kind of want to say, first of all, this dude has been doing this since my homelessness. And then there were a few times where I was misled again or lured to different situations, which I'm super glad, especially, hello, Kylie, the 19-year-old, that, dude, I'm so glad I was there for that. But even that, as soon as I did a video, oh, you weren't even homeless, just wait to, what the poor people really despise most, or, queens or princesses posing as paupers, and, just like all this shit. And it's like, all right, let me, do we go through the list of my privilege first? Or, you know what? No, I want to get into this first. All right. What have you done in these last several years? And I'm not talking just specifically to you, and this isn't about me. This is about everyone who, say, trolls or stalks or harasses or whatever. And those of us who respond or choose not to, right? So I am consciously choosing to respond, not because of the stupid comments that he's left, but because I want to get this out there once and for all. And I wanted to do a video called Got Priv for a long ass time anyways, because that's an important thing to talk about. My motivation here is to get you to start thinking about what's important. So first of all, if you want to share with me who benefits from me being a lifetime actor, getting fucking 200 views a video if I'm lucky, after being erased for 15 years, even erased from archive.org, okay? So, how do you generate an income off of that, number one? So who would be benefiting, right? Don't you think my handlers would be pretty fucking pissed by now? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God, I did that again. Like, oh. Have you seen my channel? I'm not sitting here with like 150,000 subscribers and millions of views, right? Like, on contrary, my views have gone down. It is proven that I have been deleted over and over and over and over and over and over and over from everywhere. I'm still banned from Facebook, 8.5 of the last 9 months. Okay. How many times was I erased from here? Like, what the fuck? Who is profiting off of me sitting here talking shit right now, or teaching you how to cure fucking cancer, or make your own goddamn skincare, or make juices, or heal yourself from fucking diabetes, or, you know what I mean? Like, is it Big Pharma that's getting paid? Yeah, all the people I'm telling you to go get their drugs? Yeah? Is it, I mean, are you fucking retarded, dude? I mean, seriously. So here's the big question, though. What are you doing with your life, man? You've been on my channel all these years in multiple different names, Facebook, this and that. I've blocked you all these places and all these different names. And then you appear and I play dumb and wait for you to expose yourself, right? And I give you opportunities. I respond to your stupid, every one of your dumb comments until they get too dumb and you're clearly trying to manipulate my stream. But here's a question. Who are you? Who do you work for? Who pays your bills? And why are you trying to manipulate my time and stream? Okay. Again, what have you accomplished in those 5-6 years? Anyone can look at my YouTube channel or my Facebook page or my Instagram and see what I've done for the past fucking 6 years. All right. Or 7 years, or however long you've been harassing me. I think it's obviously longer than that, because you knew about Soul Journeys and when that crook Turi was on my show. So that must have been 2012 or maybe even 11, because I think I was smarter than that in 2012. Here's the thing. You should care more about what you are doing than what you think, than writing stories about strangers' lives. You should care more about what you're learning, who you're helping. healing your own goddamn trauma, which it's so clear. You know, some of your comments are actually human, and I'm like, oh, wow, there's a real person under there, and he's actually trying to work on it. But no, then you come out and show me that everything I've said all these years means nothing. So whatever you say or think, I don't give a fuck. I never have. Okay? I've told you, it's on my website where you came and commented in all your fake names. I said, look, if you're trying to convince me you're not a stalker, then stop wasting my time. Okay? Because those actions are what stalkers do. People who are trying to hold you back waste your time. Okay? So you don't succeed, you don't grow, you don't expand when you're worried about what everyone else is doing. And if I chose to respond to all of y'all's stupid shit like that, I wouldn't have time to say, let's see what I do today. Oh, egg rolls, anyone? Shrimp? Oh, yeah, with some fresh peas, lemongrass, and green onions from my garden, along with some carrots and cabbage and ginger and buttloads of garlic, of course. But I wouldn't have time to do my thyme today, or my lemon balm and my marjoram. And, you know, I wouldn't have time to make my products. I wouldn't have time to do my research. I wouldn't have time to build the rest of those goddamn beds out there. Okay? I wouldn't have time to move dirt, to love kitties, to feed kitties, to keep a clean house. Like, so I care about myself and my life. I don't care what your fantasies are. But if I am a lifetime actor and the military is somehow like, how did it happen? Did the key to the house just appear in my pocket? Or do you want to erase all of my hard work and effort? You know, you keep bringing up fucking privilege. Privilege is 46 years old washing dishes for minimum wage next to 16-year-olds. Really? When I could barely walk my goddamn self? That's privilege? Yeah, I was so privileged. The government wouldn't even fucking help me. Yeah, so fucking privileged. I was completely disowned by everyone in my family. Okay? That's mommy, dead mommy, and daddy, okay, and millionaire brother who took everything from mom, but he's in court with the ex because they were both fighting for it all the time. I don't care. I don't want that drama. That's why I live the way I do. That's why I always have lived the way I do. When I used to watch TV and pop pills and drink alcohol and act like normal people, you know what I mean? I used to fall for stuff like that. I used to believe in fucking fantasies. I used to get caught up in all those distractions. Clearly, I'm not doing that. So why would you want to take away the idea that a human has the ability to pull themselves out from tragedy? And the bottom line, really, to that is because you don't believe you can do it. So here's the deal. You don't believe you can because you don't know yourself. And you know why you don't know yourself? You don't know yourself because you're wasting time pretending you know strangers. And you know what? If you cared about these fucking strangers, you would be asking them questions, not writing their story. Who gives a fuck? Clean out your own closet. Wipe your own fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Have a happy life. And if I'm this, like, paid, again, who's paying me? Please enlighten me. Why would you be here? I'm such this disgusting military intel fucking honeypot, white privilege, fucking pretender. Then why are you here, motherfucker? How much do you hate yourself to torture yourself watching a fucking scumbag like me? You know what? Why don't you care about all the people in alternative radio and what they did to me? What about that? Why don't you care who the fuck is paying them? Yeah. And anyways, Mars is in Aries, and I've been feeling like, yeah, I want to fight. So let's do this, bitch. And no, I'm not stroking your ego. You didn't get a rise out of me. This is all 100% shit I've been feeling. And if you actually listen, it could help you. Maybe one of these days you're going to say, yeah, she's right. Why am I wasting time trying to rewrite strangers' stories when I could be learning a new skill? Or I could be putting my art in a gallery, or I could be making $2 postcards and trying to lift myself up out of whatever place I'm in that I hate, right? Like, there's so many more things that you could be doing. Why aren't you fucking foraging mushrooms right now? You know what I mean? Drying them out, putting together something so you don't have to be dependent on the government, especially when they're burning you all down out there. All right? Okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to light up my spliff because I held it in my hand for a while, but and have some water and read some comments. So there! All right, it's fight time. Okay, Mike Hunt. What up, Mike Hunt? Even when you just do a hit and run, I still think it's hilarious, whether you're a troll or not. I just actually like saying cunt these days, but I didn't actually said cunt. I said Mike Hunt. Jesus. What up? Okay, what up, Sonny? How's it going? Okay, bye, Sonia. All right, you've been banned from Facebook most of the year, too. That's amazing. Different ship at same toilet. Fuck them. Forward march. They want to silence us free thinkers. So pathetic. I quit going there, honestly. I mean, like, why? I'm banned. I have like 12 pages. I have like 10 groups. Everything's dying. And I get bans after bans or on top of bans. And like every day in this ban, I've been getting, oh, this comment's been removed. This link's been removed. This blah, blah, blah. You're such a horrible person. Well, if I'm such a fucking horrible person, fake book, why you want my pages? Why you keep my pages there? Why you keep my groups there? Why you keep me there? Yeah? Just so you can like hold me up as some fucking example like you have for the past 15 years? Yeah, don't speak up like Christie, you'll end up like this. And so everybody steps in line, right? And now you're allowed to play around in a government fucking playground. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, seriously. Fuck that shit. Oh, Robbie. Yay. Robbie, shut up. And I could read the comments, but I don't even want to because I probably already said everything I need to say. So, dude, if you got fucking questions, ask. You project one goddamn time, and I'm going to hit the fucking block button as soon as I find it. And that's not a joke. Dude, you even told me, oh, I'm okay, I understand. Oh, well, since you put it that way, don't waste my fucking time. Don't hold me back. Hold yourself back all you want over there. All right? So I'm doing this show. You got questions? You want to know something? Fucking ask it. But if it's not your job to attempt to try to re-traumatize me, I don't know. You're going to have to convince me of that. Oh, and good luck. Yeah. All right. So you're going on a rant about all the little hypotheses about you I made over the years. I'm done. Don't worry. Yeah, prove it. All right, Sunny, new project, Phoenix Project Survivor here. Yay, amen. I'm so grateful for you, mama. Oh, boss bitch, don't fuck with my mama. Right on, girlfriend. Okay, that looks killer. Oh, you must be talking about my egg roll. You would know because you got your special kind of Priv. And it ain't white Priv. Although, I guess you can kind of skate into that once in a while if you have to, right? Because everything that's ever happened to you in your life is because your skin color. Yeah. People who talk about fucking skin color, how is that not racist? Dudes, everybody, Seriously, there is no fucking dude. All right, let's have a story of privilege. Who do you guys think is privileged? I don't know. I don't watch TV, so I don't know like actors' names, but Paris Hilton, is she privileged? Have you seen her eyes? I mean, I don't pay attention to that stuff, and I haven't seen or heard anything about her for probably 8 years or something. But Britney Spears, there we go. Does she look like a happy person? She doesn't even own herself. Yeah. Uh-huh. Is she privileged because, what, somebody's handling her and giving her a little bit of crumbs and, you know, a few shows here and there? Like, really? Those soulless fucking Hollywood actors? They're privileged? These goddamn fucking politicians and people you give your power away to? Is that what you consider fucking privilege? Because if it is, man, your priorities in life just, you might want to check it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, all I wanted was fucking peace. Cook my food, make my medicine, grow my shit. Like, that's it. That's, you know what I mean? I ask Spirit to put me at the service of those who may need me, okay? Other than that, that's all I want. I know a lot of your doubt. Look, only people who doubt themselves would doubt others, right? Like, and if you were actually curious, you would have phrased all these years you've had, you would have phrased this shit as questions, right? Like, hey, I'd really, you know, this is really interesting. What about this? I have never said no to anyone asking questions ever. Yeah, not even media that I knew was going to fucking twist it and slander me. Okay? Like, so I don't know. My daddy must have fucked up pretty bad if he has all this power and tries to, you know, and then, yeah, like, who? I don't even know anyone in my family. Yeah. What I do know is that my own dad wanted me dead. Yeah. And my own mother was also, I mean, I've talked about that shit. Okay. In my trauma healing playlist. If you actually care, if you actually want to know, go there. But I'm not going to waste any more fucking time. Why? Because I do love myself. Why? Because I do have a mission. Okay. And my mission, you have a mission. We all have a mission. Our mission is to follow our fucking heart. And maybe you don't think you have a mission because you don't know who you are, right? And I tell you what, staying mired in misery and all the have or have nots or hating rich people or hating women or, you know, all these things that come across very clear in your writings. It's pretty sad, man. You can stay in that prison. That's cool. But it will definitely kill you this next transit. Without a doubt. So, you know, just admit you want to die. Or fix it. Right? There ain't no gray, right? There ain't no 50 Shades of Gray there. Okay, I'm finally going to light this goddamn spliff and finish reading comments. What's real? Preach, you speak for all of us. Thank you. Who fickin' raw? I believe I can grow wings and fly like Superman and have jet propulsion blowing out my butt. Cool. I definitely got some jet propulsion. Yeah. Cool odors once in a while, too. All right, I'm waiting for her to say the name I cunt. What up, Five Flames? Okay. So you don't know what I believe I can do. You don't know enough about... Exactly. And you don't know anything about me. So shut the fuck up. All right. So you don't know what I do, nor la 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 la. Yeah, because guess what? I don't care. I'm busy living a real life. Why do you care? Because if you were busy living a real life, you wouldn't be making up stories about other people. What's that quote about small people talk about other people, or little minds? Small minds, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even remember, but I know you all know what that is. And that's what I'm trying to say. Okay? Freaking man likes to fight, fro. Dude, Mars is in Aries. I'm ready for a fucking fight. And guess what? My Chiron's in Aries. And let's see, where are they? Yeah, transiting my first house. Yeah. So bring it, bitches. Yeah. I love it. Opposing what? Uranus and Pluto. My Uranus, natal Uranus and Pluto. So, yeah, but then they'll be going in. Oh, this will be fun. I am so excited for the show. Okay, what up, Pew? How's it going? Okay, spliff time. Mike Hunt. They definitely don't want certain types of people on their platform. Conform, or it will be made clear that you're unwelcome. Exactly? It's so dumb. And like, make an example, dude. I even had an actual neighbor fucking talking shit on my social media, even knowing I'm banned. Yeah. Because I guess these days, if you don't go along with the media or have any questions, you're a racist Trump supporter who starts riots. Yeah, trust her. It's not the left doing the riot. She said it's the Trump supporters. Trust me, she says. And then goes on all my page, just, it's fucking retarded, dude. People who care about what other people think have got way bigger problems than what they think about that other person, right? So if I'm this paid actor, clearly I'm terrible. Look at my numbers, right? Like, and again, who benefits? So you can't even answer your own questions. So please answer it. Who benefits? And then tell me why you don't give a fuck about who's benefiting from those who massacred me. Yeah, because if you don't start fucking caring about that after all these years that you literally have been torturing me. And you know what? When I was living in a van and the tent and all that shit, yeah, what you were doing pestering me was considered fucking torture. Okay? So yeah, people do get paid to do the shit that you do. And to fucking attack a traumatized, disabled, single fucking woman, zero paycheck. I'm not on the government dole like you are. Okay? Yeah. So, come on, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you seriously don't have something better going on in your life than that. All right. I didn't realize I was torturing you since you put it that way. I guess since I managed to incite this kind of drama about me, the comments just, okay, drama about me, I kind of get a platform for my whistleblowing because the lowlifes that tried to ruin me deserve at least this negative attention more than no attention at all. So touche for the strategy. You can't deny. Wait. I didn't realize I was torturing you since you put it that way. I guess since I managed to incite this kind of drama about me, I kind of get a platform for my whistleblower. I don't know anything about your whistleblowing. You've never put your sites in here, okay? And they're not exactly easy to find. And you have, plus popping up in different names all the time. So, okay, because the lowlifes that tried to ruin me deserve at least this negative attention more than no attention at all. Touche for this. I don't even know. Okay, dead inside. Absolutely, Mike. They've been, dead for Yeah, there's no coming back. So if any of y'all are waiting for somebody to wake up, so you know, because you think you're going to save them or something, or you just can't bear to be without them or move on with your life because, well, this person, dude, you're going to fucking die. So everybody, take care, Robbie or whoever, like, take care of yourself. Okay? Like, if you can't see me for who I am after all these years, you're never going to. And it's not my problem. It's your problem. So I think I made it very clear when I responded to you today that this is the last time. You will not project on me at all one more time. Every time you do, I will just block your new name. It's that simple. Okay? Just don't fucking do it. Tell me one person that's pulled themselves out of the situation name one person that was in a situation like me, right? Facing 56 years, being chased out of 30 fucking cities, their websites, their work, disappeared, zero income. Find one person, right? And then find one that got their life back by paying attention to bullshit like you. And I'm not trying to, I think you're a good person in there. Okay, you're a traumatized, hurt, scared individual. You have wasted all these years where you could have been learning different ways to heal it that I've shared, but instead you're worried about my daddy. Dude, call my dad. You can find him online, super easy. Ask him anything you want to know. I am sure he would be happy to answer. Everyone in my family hates me, okay? I'm a mentally ill conspiracy theorist that needs to be fucking locked up. Possibly violent, abusive, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's what everyone in my family believes, okay? So, dude, fucking accept it and move on. And ain't nobody's gonna be buying me a house after all that. Like, then why disown me, right? You're fucking retarded, man. And I'm seriously, don't ever project on me one more time. Besides, there's enough of a record here and all the emails and all that shit that I can file a fucking harassment complaint, okay? Don't do it. I'm fucking serious. All right. You are family to me under real spirit. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, fuck you, dude. Like, you don't think I have issues with not having a fucking family? How many videos have you done crying about it? Okay, I have, and I've been open about it. Hey, let's go rub salt in Christie's wound because I have nothing better to do. Yeah, go fuck off and die. How about that? All right. You just might be a little bit surprised at how goal-oriented and how well I apply real talenties and the methods behind my madness. Okay, but I don't know you. Okay? Yeah, and you don't actually, if you wanted me to know you, you went about it all wrong. You have done all the things that make me not ever trust someone. Okay? When somebody sets boundaries and you repeatedly violate them, that's what makes people not trust people. So why would I want to know anything about somebody who repeatedly violates me? Think about that. Like, obviously, you're dying for me to know you. Every show I do, you put comments in it. Well, I'm a better astrologer, and I just hate to see you give those people credit and not other people. Who are those other people? Admit it, those other people are you. But guess what? You're not putting it out there. So how can I do that? So you need to get right with yourself. This is 100% all about you. And yeah, I'm going to smack and spank you and slap you down, right? Tonight, okay? And believe it or not, it's because I do want better for you. Yeah. Or anyone that feels like you. Yeah. So admit your insecurities, admit your traumas, and fucking work on them. Stop projecting them onto other people. I have been always kind and fair to you and everyone. Okay? I read all your stupid fucking bullshit comments on my videos, even when they're about other topics, right? I hear you. I respond to you. Is that not like, come on, dude. If that doesn't say I care a little bit about you as a human, I don't know what does. And if, again, you will not disrespect me or try to stop me from doing what I'm doing one more time. Here's the thing, you're not stopping me, you're stopping you. And that's what I want you to see. You are keeping yourself in that prison because what's this other person doing? Or I need revenge on that person, or this person must have, like, dude, if you want to write stories, then write stories and put them into a book, right? You know what I mean? Sell them, turn it into a living, make it is that your passion to create stories? Get creative, put together a children's book, right? But your 40-yard long comments and things like that, and all that ones when you went crazy on my website, dude, that's not productive. That's not helping you in any way. It's not helping anyone in any way. So if you want me to get to know you, or if you want me to believe that you're a non-stalker, normal thinking human, I don't know, after not listening for the past however many years, are you just going to start all of a sudden? I mean, that's the thing. Every time you come back, it just shows that you either have no life or you're getting paid, right? So who's paying you? Tell me who's paying you after you tell us who's paying me. Okay. All right, what's the worst shit I wrote about you that is a complete bold-faced lie so I can retract and plead absolute forgiveness? Oh, brother. Okay, how about that I wasn't homeless? Yeah, uh-huh. How about that? And, when the real poor people find out, they're not going to take too kindly. I mean, how is that not a fucking veiled threat? I'm being goddamn stalked, chased out of towns, people with fucking Facebook groups posting where we are. Yeah, and that's what you have to say about it? Like, really? That's pretty fucked up. Okay, you just might be a little bit surprised at how goal-oriented I am and how well I apply real unique talents of my own for good and the method behind my madness if you only knew me. Oh, yeah. And what was the other terrible ones? Oh, I remember. Yeah, this is fucked up. You said that I used my children to somehow get back at or destroy crazy stalkers like Jeff Schwilk, or that I used them as a pawn? Fuck you. Yeah, what was that other shit on Facebook? I screenshotted it all, but it's really fucked up and twisted. Okay? Not okay. Oh, and I can't even remember. A bunch of bullshit. So it's been going on for years. So you know what? You should just fucking apologize and just stop. Yeah. If you want me to have any respect for you, if you are a real human, yeah, you would definitely take care of that shit. If you want any of us, honestly, to respect you. Perks or pennies is what I name these fuckers. That's funny. Bow face of I love you and what you're trying to share. Mom's about to die from MS and neglect. Could you give her a prayer for comfort if she's scared? MS. I mean, die, like physically die, or she's having a lot of pain, because MS doesn't actually directly, kill. But yeah, I'm sorry. And I don't recognize the name Bo Face of, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Sorry you're going through that. If I do know you, let me know, but I don't recognize the name. Sorry. Okay, Robbie, I've blogged. Baha'i PDX Witness. Did I even say that right? 1984.wordpress many times. I dropped links after links after links. Not in here, liar. Don't fucking lie, dude. Anybody can go back and see the live chats. So that's never once been posted in here. All right, you asked about my blogs. Baha'i PDX Witness, 1984, Spiral Cosmo Art, and Exponential Altruism.wordpress.com. All right, there's your plug. To my fucking 3 listeners. Yeah, that the military is paying for somehow. Fucking A, dude. You don't even see... How do you not see how ridiculous that is? Like, if I was trying to sell you some fucking orange fizz or something, right? And, like, dude... had millions of, I don't know. It's just so dumb. Again, I'm not ever even going to address any of that shit ever again, because it's like the most fucking ridiculous thing ever. It's like talking about anything in the news and acting like it's real. It's written all over, dude. So you can't deny it. And I already said that. So violate you, I've never touched you. You don't consider repeatedly crossing somebody's boundaries as a violation? I do. And if you don't, again, you might want to learn what healthy boundaries are. Because clearly you have none. Because if you knew what boundaries were, you wouldn't be violating other people's boundaries. I did put out a blog on astrology observations.blogspot.com. 5 flames. I just want to know who my next president is going to be. That's awesome. I think it's important to realize some of the transits. And I mentioned before, Leo King puts them out there really good. But first of all, like some of these transits we have when they happen when a president takes office, they usually die. They don't fulfill the term. And then the Pearl Harbor thing. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I said last time it'll probably be something like Kamala for president and Trump for vice president. Something weird like that. But it won't be Biden. That's just, it's total joke. Christopher Roman, what up? They prop themselves up by putting others down. I know, it's so boring, really. Like, lift yourself up. You're not going to get higher by pushing someone else down. In fact, you're going to get lower yourself, right? Because all that effort you're facing down, follow your own goals, follow your own heart. If I was, so your theory is true. And I'm working for the military doing these once a week videos that get maybe 200 people. Like, how much does somebody get paid for that? And like, really, don't you think they would have fired me by now? Or wouldn't they have just put millions of listeners there like they do with other people? Just flip the numbers. Like, why? What? Again, it makes no sense. Okay, let's get real about projection. Real asshole projection that I'm completely innocent from would not entail the humility of admitting I don't really know you. No shit, really? Anyone just read a comment from you and that proves it. So again, if you've been watching my videos all these years, what are you actually listening to? And all that time spent me telling you to leave me alone, I could have been answering questions that you had. Think about that. It's your actions, it's your behaviors that make it so people don't know you. Again, who wants to be known, or who wants to know someone like that? I don't. That's who I run from. Okay, mea culpa, that I allegedly accused you of not being homeless. I got triggered with extreme suspicion and an emotional reaction when you went from rags to riches, dude. So rags to riches means from homelessness into a home. Doesn't matter if you're paying $200 for rent, $400 for rent, or $600 for rent, or getting paid as a caretaker, or like none of that matters. But if you're in a van one day and you're in a house the next day, then you just went rags to riches, and obviously some military fucker gave it to you. Dude, do you think this was fucking given to me? I have a goddamn mortgage. A mortgage with mortgage insurance because I couldn't even meet the goddamn standard down payment. Okay? You're fucking retarded. Like, and guess what? Even with all that, it's less than I paid for rent living in San Diego. Yep. So why don't you just do different things with your money? So, oh yeah, because you don't want people to accuse that you're what, rags to riches overnight. That's just so dumb. That's just so, see that again, that's your own retarded fucking projections, trigger suspicions. What? You don't trust others because you don't trust yourself. And you have no faith in others because you have no faith in your own goddamn abilities. Okay? Somebody sitting in a house doing a video doesn't mean they went rags to riches. Or somebody working their ass off, living in a goddamn tent, a hay bale dome, a moldy shed, and 2 different vans and other off-grid places, saving their goddamn money in a can, okay, to have a lower monthly payment to live, whether it looks like this or not. That's just being smart. That's not rags to riches. That's not somebody just gave me a fucking house. Again, you're diminishing my work. You're diminishing my message. You're diminishing my abilities. You're in fact, and it's not just mine. You're trying. See, I'm here telling people you can overcome. You can do anything you really want to do. You can heal any, and you're here saying, no, you can't. No, you can't. Nope, nobody can. Nope. The only way anybody has anything could happen is if the military's fucking paying for it. Really? Dude, seriously? You gotta work on that shit. Not me. You do. All right. Oh, this is Thor. Hello, baby. Look at Dapper Don, as my friend calls him. He's always, aw, say hi. Yeah, look at those lips. Aw, yeah. He's so adorable. Oh, yeah, you can sit in my lap, baby. Oh, God, I love these guys so much. I guess the military's paying for that, too. Okay. I can paid to listen. Yeah, again, who's paying? Like, yeah, like, has anybody in this chat ever sent me a dime? Ever? Or done a super chat? Or anything like that? Exactly. Who's paying for it, buddy? I do now believe you experienced a stint of homelessness, the severity of which was impossible to tell without witnessing in real life. Oh, yeah. And because the videos that you've been stalking all these years, just what? They didn't play? Or you weren't interested in it because you were too busy making up your own fucking story, watching my own goddamn best friends betraying me, trying to dude. I don't believe I totally claimed you were absolutely not houseless. Society is sinister. 19 people watching. Gorgeous. It's Corin from Fedbook. What up? Sending much love to you and your fur babies. Fuck these poxy bunt cunts. You're a beautiful person. That's funny. I love that name, by the way. Yeah. All right. You definitely exhibited the distress and drama of someone righteously on the fringe of a steady home in your old videos. I can't deny that. They don't seem totally faked, but... If you believe one thing I have ever done is fake, get the fuck out of here and don't come back. Because honestly, you're only showing how mentally disturbed you are. Why are you so interested in fucking fake? All right? Here. You know what? Let me do you a favor. I'm an actual princess from Narnia who works for the military, who pretended to be homeless and abused, and I just made it all up because it felt really good. Yeah, and dude, fuck off. If you think one thing, nobody should be watching anything I do or say if you think I have ever lied. Why? That, you know what? When I find out somebody lies or I see somebody's lying or whatever, that's it. They're gone. I'm not going to pollute my mind with other people's bullshit, right? So if you're watching people that you think are dishonest or lying or making shit up or faking shit, again, you are mentally disturbed, okay? I don't want anyone, I mean, really, if you think that about me, why would you be here? That makes zero sense at all and just proves you have zero self-worth. Again, not my problem, your problem. Oh, that's sweet. Somebody did just, it says $4.99. Oh, I wasn't trying to have someone give me money. But I mean, I do appreciate it. Thank you. But it doesn't, how come it doesn't tell me? Oh, Christopher Roman. That's sweet. Thank you. That's really, really, oh, okay. So I take that back. Okay. Brian Tucker, what up? I refuse any vaccine. Which way to the isolation shield camp? I'm in mine. I ain't leaving this place, man. I'm not going to play in that world. I'm not going to, just like I walked all these miles without selling out, I'm not going to sell out. You know, like a lot of people always have their excuses why they sell out. Well, I need this paycheck, so I have to inject myself with neurotoxins. Go ahead and kill yourself. I don't give a fuck. You know what? There is life outside of paychecks and government assistance and all of that crap. Money is like, when money is your goal, it's always far away. But when you're truly doing what you came here to do, you're always going to have enough, you know? And I'm not like, and you're such a great astrologer. You should know. Look at my chart. My 2nd and 8th house are empty. You know what I mean? Money is not, and being a double 9, Money is not something that I attract, and that's okay. My bills are paid, and that's all I want. I don't give a fuck. I'm not looking for status or all of these things that, other people worship. Like, again, why are you watching somebody's video with 10 people instead of when you could be watching someone that has 2,000 people live right now? You know what I mean? Why aren't you asking them who's paying them? That's so dumb. Just admit it. You have a crush. Obviously. Why else would you be here? You hate me. Everything I do is a lie and wrong. And clearly you're obsessed. I mean, with that many comments and stuff over and over and over and over and over and over all these years, just get right with your shit, and then come back when you know how to express it in a coherent sentence. All right. What up, Case? Okay. But the elated state of just absolute change of rags to luxury. Whoa. So I don't understand why, anyone who's been in my life, say Casey, this wasn't an overnight. I don't know what you're thinking or what channel you're watching or whose Instagram page or Facebook page you're watching. Dude, I did over 3 years ago when I first got into that house. And I did a video showing you my can where I put 10 and 20% of my minimum wage income aside. Well, then guess what? I kept working my ass off. And then that minimum wage I got 5 raises. And I saved more. You know what I mean? I sold some fucking photos. I invested in cameras. I invested in frames. I never made a lot, but I made enough to buy a goddamn computer and the shit I need and pay my damn bills living in that barn until this. And again, my rent is less here than any of that horrible shit I lived. Yep. This is even less than, okay, so the RV park in Florida, it was $450, but then the power was $175 or something like that. So other than that, yeah, this is less than the house I was renting in Branson. It's definitely less than any house I had in San Diego. It's even less than the houses in Utah that I rented. And then Washington, yeah, the only places I rented were the barn. And then the one that I left, that was super cheap rent, but now I know why. We didn't take too long to figure out why, which of course was why I ran, but I love you. I'm getting kitty kisses. So again, work smarter, not harder. Whatever. Okay. Are you working for the military? Okay, Robbie's. Oh, the things just jumped again. Robbie's little shutter. How about you worry about your life and situation instead of others? Exactly. That's my whole point. And that's the only reason the major reason I'm addressing it is because, and if not him, maybe somebody else, is out there thinking, oh yeah, maybe I do spend too much time on what I hate. You hate me? I'm a big liar. I'm a big military paid lifetime actor who abuses her fucking children. And, then what the fuck is wrong with you to want to be around that? Carol, it's the old saying, the more dirt you throw, the more ground you lose. Right. Okay, paying the price. Society, give these fuckers no energy. You're about the dead shit cunts and comments about these dead shit cunts and comments. I love that. So according to you, returning to your information drops to watch your brilliantly amusing, witty, tenacious health consciousness, advocacy, and drama and humor, which is very impressive and dear to my heart, and sharing opinions, some of which are agitating, hardball, legitimate questions, is a bad thing to you. Yes, it's a bad thing if you actually believe any of that shit you spew about me. Absolutely, it's a bad thing. That would be like, you know, people who talk shit about, say, pedophiles in the White House, and then you go watch them. Oh, I hate these people, but then you're watching them all the time. What's wrong with you? Again, prove zero self-worth, zero self-responsibility, and zero self-love. Okay? So again, the same thing everybody's been saying, take care of yourself. All right. Yeah, Thor, yeah. Okay, Casey, I've been around Christie a few times in her homelessness. Yeah, exactly. I can certainly vouch for this past 7 years. Dude, you were in the hospital, man. That was pretty fucked up. And yeah, how do homeless people get treated in that hospital? Huh, that was fun. Yeah. But hey, it's just my white privilege, you know? Yeah. You don't even fucking know, dude. My white privilege kept me from getting benefits because of the color of my skin. How about that? That's privilege. My white privilege kept me from getting fucking scholarships in school because of the color of my skin. In San Diego, if you are undocumented, you don't go to jail for DUIs or get deported or fucking domestic violence or this and that. I have Mayor Jerry Sanders on video, okay? But the color of my skin makes sure that I go to jail and that I pay fines and that I get tickets and all that stuff. Yeah, let's keep talking about this fucking privilege. Yeah, getting fucking drugged up, hogtied, facing 56 years, having my family destroyed. Yep, that's privilege. Sold, abandoned, disowned by my fucking family. Yeah, that's privilege. All my work erased. That's fucking privilege. That's so dumb. I'm trying to like say this shit with a straight face, but it's really hard. It's like, again, talking to somebody who believes the news. All right, human armadillos. Christie's from Frobu. That's really sweet of you, Christopher. Thank you. That's really, I appreciate that. I think YouTube gets half, but they thank you too. I will thank you on their behalf. Wind chill is 26 degrees. Dang, I wonder what it is here. I don't think it's definitely not that cold. It's 30s, but definitely not that. It's coming though. All right. I totally apologize for anything I wrote and totally retract claiming I know from a behind PC screen of all places you used your children. Yeah. Dude, I can't even say that without it like hurting my gut and making me feel sick. Like, do you seriously see how demented it is for a stranger to go terrorize a single woman who's been stalked and harassed and fucking abused publicly in the way I was and accuse me of using my children to blackmail a dude I dated for 2 months? What the fuck are you even talking about? You know what I'm saying? I actually expect you to be able to look at that rationally and see how fucked up that is to do to me or anyone. Yeah, you be a single mother and get abused by fucking everyone and then have to deal with fucking people like you? Seriously, dude. Just the fact that thought would ever even cross a dude. I didn't even date him for 2 whole months. Like, it wasn't even that, like, dude, even less than that. But somehow I'm using how am I blackmailing? That doesn't even make sense, dude. It doesn't. Fuck you. Again, that's like the most fucked up shit to do. Tyler, you're hot. Okay, cool. Thanks. What up, Tyler? All right. 5 flames. Stay hot. Okay, but I'll never apologize for being suspicious about anyone who brings children to the world and becomes estranged from the children's other parents, knowing how shitty that estrangement feels. I'll never apologize for being highly suspicious of single parents who, unless they are widows or widowers, failing at family planning in an essentially important way. Here we go again. That's right. You faulted me for being a single mother because I must be a horrible person or I'd have been able to keep a man. Again, fuck off. Like, absolutely, seriously, fuck off. Clearly you're jealous because nobody will fuck you and have a child with you. So you have to go around terrorizing single fucking mothers, acting as if we did that. Dude, seriously, Robbie, I'm done. So let me... Participants. How do it only gives me 1. I need to figure out how to block. Yeah, I'm totally done. I'm done. I'm just totally done. You have like 0 class, like, dude, I'm done. I'm done. Like, when I say I'm done, I'm fucking done. Do you understand me? I'm fucking done. The fact that you would ever do or say anything like that to a single fucking mother, again, that you admit you don't know. And then what? That's not projection? Fuck off, eat a bag of dicks, suck my big fucking dick, and die after you choke on it. All right, here we go. Pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide you. Is it hide user? Is that how you block? If anybody knows on this thing, I guess report, remove, put user, hide user. I'll click on hide user. This user's messages will be hidden. Okay. Bye, Robbie. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, no more. Again, so I'm going to display my boundaries, right? And my actual love for myself by not allowing somebody or something who assaults or insults my soul. Again, low blow. Going after fucking single mothers with children, especially single mothers that had their fucking children taken away because of dick fucks like you, strangers on the internet, making reports from 3,000 miles away. Yeah, fuck you. I swear to God, dude, you come around me at all. That means 1 social media message, 1 social media comment, 1 email, 1 comment on any of my sites. I'm definitely going to fucking report you. That's it. You cross the line. That's it. You should have quit while you were fucking ahead. I did this as a favor to you. What up, Derek? Robbie makes Aiden look like the Dalai Lama. For reals. Put this bitch's name on blast. I want to curse her myself. It's a dude. Steven Cosmos or Spiral Cosmo Art or what. I don't know. He put his blogs up in the comments. Oh, wait. But I did hide them. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Yeah, that's it. That's just like, yeah, no more. Okay, got Priv. So that's my white privilege. In a nutshell, I'd like to hear about yours, boys and girls. That's funny. Robbie makes Satan look like the Dalai Lama. I know he's a Canadian when you need him. I pray when karma throat punches you to get a big fat picture of Mama Bear when you get it. Yeah, really. I mean, what kind of person would want to punch someone while they're down? And that's basically my whole relationship with this particular. You know what? I can't even. He's a stalker. He's not just a troll. He's a stalker. Again, repeatedly doing the same things that I made very clear don't feel good, right? Oh, I promise I won't do it again. Right? So I guess we'll all let that be a lesson. Like when people show you who they are, believe them. They're not changing. You know what I mean? This year was the last year for people to be able to say make good with themselves, if you know what I mean. Sorry, Thor. I gotta adjust to give him what he needs. But yeah. And so I've been kind of lenient with people this year that showed up or apologized for whatever, or just thinking, maybe they got it. Cool. And really, anyone who knows me knows that I do have a track record of forgiving people, but no, done. And really, it's not like I forget, like I don't even care. That's the thing. It all boils down to this. How much do I love myself? Because if I do love myself, I'm not going to ever allow anyone to treat me that way at all, ever. By his own admission, he has serious issues with females, mommy issues. Yeah, totally. Yeah. And, I feel bad for him. I'm not like, I have a boundary. Don't cross it. Other than that, I'll forget your fucking name again like I did before. I couldn't even remember the fake B&B guy's name. Like, when I erase you guys, I erase you guys. When I erased politics, I erased politics. I didn't even know Biden was a fucking vice president with Obama. Like, I didn't know. I don't even know who the fucking vice president is now. I don't know who the mayor is. I don't know who the governor is. I don't know who the senator is. I don't know. I don't care. Okay? When I erase it, and then I fill up those holes with something that matters, right? We all should be doing that, right? Get rid of the riffraff. Get rid of the shit that doesn't matter. Stop wasting your time with people or things that aren't good for you, right? Or people that aren't happy to see you. If they're not like totally jumping over the moon at the opportunity to see you, leave them in the dust. Don't share your energy with anyone that is not equal, right? Yeah. So there I was, minding my own privilege. Just kidding. Sorry, Casey. That's totally his line. But I just had to. Yeah. And then, my children were kidnapped and my fucking dude, yeah. So I guess mental illness is real. Okay. So here's the thing. If you are one of the people that think it's, you spend more time worrying about what other people are doing, I am going to try to encourage you to spend less time worried about whoever, anyone else, whatever, whoever they are, right? The Kardashians, the Trumpsters, the Bidensers, the whoever, the Pelosiers, the who, you know what I mean? And turn that effort towards yourself. You can look at my videos from 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2-1. You can see how I physically looked, how I was able to communicate or not, right? My energy or lack thereof, and see today. The difference between today and then is then I cared. Then I was still breaking out of the programming and trying to figure out who I was. I did not know who I was. So I tried to believe whatever else other people told me, right? And I realized that wasn't true either, but nobody else would tell me. And I was just getting my ass fucking kicked. I was censored and you guys weren't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It didn't happen because I waste time worrying about what other people may or may not be doing, thinking, voting for, not voting for, like church they go to or don't. Who cares? Who cares? Your life's purpose is to live your purpose. Your purpose is not to interfere with other people's purpose. Your purpose is to ignite your own flame, to go your own way and develop your own gift. Not just develop and share your own gifts. Your gifts are not just for you to hoard. Okay? Hey, Julia, I've watched you on and off for years. I always appreciate your wise woman ways. Even when it's tough, I'm trying to learn to not care what anyone thinks. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Thanks for being here. 5 Flames. I work way too much to worry about other people, but I do enjoy hanging out watching your streams on occasion. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you're not here accusing me of being fucking military intel, and you know what I mean? Like, we should have, whether I'm entertaining or teaching or whatever, sometimes both and sometimes neither. Sometimes I'm just kind of talking shit, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Like, I've always read everybody's comment and question and shared. I've treated everybody equal. But this is your loudest live cast yet. Thank you. Been practicing. So again, my intention wasn't to there's nothing to defend. You know what I mean? I actually thought that I had seen glimpses of life in him that showed that he might actually really want to know. So I offered it, bring your questions. Here's your opportunity. And this is the last time. So anyone who knows, I'm always open to that. But as far as this whole, my family who hates me and disowned me somehow magically gave me this fucking house, and me, my choices and my hard work and dedication had absolutely nothing to do with it. I think that's sad. And that's why you're in that prison. If you truly believe that people cannot bring themselves out of homelessness and will never live in a home again without the help of Big Brother, dude, you're the one that's dependent on Big Brother, not me. There ain't no food stamps here. There ain't no fucking free medical here. There ain't no goddamn Section 8 here. There ain't none of that. So who is actually dependent on the government here, right? Derek says, this is your loudest live cast yet. And Five Flames says, there's a couple really loud ones out there. There might be. I do get loud sometimes. Yeah. I do. You know what? I have really been feeling. Okay, so let me tell you what happened on Instagram. This is hilarious. So I have a neighbor, and one night they invited me over. I might have even talked about it. And then they were looking at I gave them one of my creams, and they wanted to know more about it. And we're looking at my pictures, and oh my God, that's your garden. Oh, and oh, that's basil. Oh, well, I'm Italian. I need some basil, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I've been harvesting tons. Come on over and get it anytime. And by the way, they live right next door. And I mean, right next door isn't like, but it's still literally right next. That's my next neighbor, right? So then she asked for my websites and this and that, and I gave it to them. She found me on Instagram basically to correct me because, me making that post about me being censored again is completely paranoia. And that I could never be stalked, especially by a Biden supporter. And, all those riots are, Trump voters, and you're a conspiracy, paranoid, mentally. Oh my God, it was just fucking nuts. It's like, okay, wait. So it's all on I don't even know your websites. Well, I gave them to you? How'd you find me here then? You know what I mean? Oh, so you're not stalking me. Oh, okay. How'd you find me again? Yeah. So I actually probably said something like, suck my dick, you fucking cunt. Or something like that. And made sure that any I don't care how hungry or desperate you are, any attempt to come anywhere near me will be perceived as a threat. And I know how to protect myself from people like you. Thank you very much. So yeah, I think that Mars and Aries finally moving forward again after this retrograde. There's been lots of explosions lately, including like, I don't even want to be nice anymore. I don't want to be nice. I don't want to play nice. I don't want to, and we've talked about what nice means anyways, right? Ignorant, not knowing. So you can be kind, right? But not when you're trespassed. And that's what people like, especially spiritual communities, new age communities, they want you to, oh, well, we're one. And, the only reason they would be mean to you is because, there's something wrong with you, of course. So just love them anyways. And don't stand up for yourself because, that would be considered unladylike. And, oh my God. Yeah, so I keep all right, keep hitting that damn thing. All right. At least I know it works. Oh yeah, my microphone thing is much louder this time. I didn't do anything different other than yell. Passion, man. It's fucking passion. What's the call-in number? Dude, I wish. You could call the phone and I could put it on speaker. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to learn how to do all that. But I do have my phone, and I'll leave it here just in case you're not joking. Connection cancel. Okay, cool. So, God dang it. This is either too high or too low or whatever. So, I give a lot to Caesar, begrudgingly so, but nevertheless. Had my kids kidnapped also. Can't begin to understand if you haven't gone through it. No shit. Yeah, Fourth Reich survivor, real knows real. Yeah, I mean, being a single mother is hard as it is. Like, it's bullshit. Society massacres single mothers. Let's get real. Like a perfect example, blaming me, right? And I'll never, apologize for calling you this, being fuck you. And you know what? Nobody actually wants to help, right? Child Protective Services or, agencies like that. No, they want to demonize you, but nobody goes in your house and says, oh, hey, I bet you're having a tough time. Can I, is there a way we can help you? No, they don't do that. What's the call-in number? Calling to, oh, really? You are going to call. Okay, let's see that. All right, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'll have to learn how to do this when I get the mixer and everything set up again. Then I actually will have it. Like I did the show and stuff, and we were playing with a broadcaster the last couple days. So I just have to get the right chords in the right places. So that's cool. All right, we'll get to hear from Casey. So hopefully the phone rings though, because that doesn't always happen. But yeah, they massacre single mothers as it is. And then, yeah, I just don't have time or energy for people who want to convince me that powerlessness reigns, right? Oh, okay, here's Case. What up?
Hello.
Oh, okay, let me put you by the mic.
Yeah.
And then
we'll see if it works.
Yeah, that would be so cool. All right. Can somebody let us know in the chat if you could hear him? Okay, and if so, we'll frickin' proceed. I'm a barrel of monkeys. Awesome. You can, okay.
Hello, people.
All right, welcome, Casey.
Well, I'm all about first, and since having a YouTube live, I want to be the first to be the first caller, of course. And it only took like 10 live YouTube, but what the fuck, I'm here. Great rants, great takes, great people. The people in the chat are awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm glad after an hour of ranting on one freak show, and commenting after another with that dude, he could go effing lose elsewhere for starters. Fuck all this shit, And once again, I am the proprietor of the word Priv. So
got Priv.
Yeah, because we are in that sort of realm of shortening words. So if you knew, I'm one of 7 boys, and that's how we communicated. With that said, I'm walking around minding my own privilege, and I figured at this point, I feel like calling in. Hello, Five Flames, Christopher Roman, Derek Sands, Sonny. Yo, what up? How the heck are all of you?
I love it. And if anyone else wants to, this is great. I love that they can hear you. And we have a new one, Seer of True Intent. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, everyone can hear you okay. So in the future, though, you know how I had the show set up? Like once with this hooked up, I'll have an actual call-in number. Yeah, again. And it's so cool. Well, how are things going in San Ho?
Well, in California, I'm only 30 miles away from Facebook. I mean, Facebook, and YouTube and all that. So I'm being totally lit up by 5G and all that fun stuff that that you've discussed in previous shows from back in the day, and and credit some others that have done pretty good work too. Whether they're military or not, whatever.
Right. Like, who cares?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm doing as well as I can under the current circumstances. I live in the hood, and but see, the thing is, what I've learned a long time ago from you and others, but mostly you, is get to know your neighbors. Get to know the people that are around you, and I live next door to San Jose State. I mean, I've got the school, I've got a church next door, and I got the hood. It doesn't get very, more eclectic than that, other than maybe living in San Francisco. That's another show for another time. But with that said, managing as well as I can, and trying to help out with the homeless as much as I can, because
California is really cool to the homeless.
Apparently, California really is cool. Not really, but I was very lucky to get the gig I got. Yeah, it isn't perfect. It isn't the best thing in the world, but you know what? It's better than where I was almost 4 years ago. So, a lot of your help, a lot of your, you have a question, you're pointing.
Dude, it's a good thing that guy didn't know that you were homeless and now you're not, because he wouldn't have attributed any of that to your work or dedication. It's obviously you are getting paid by probably my dad or somebody in the military we've never heard of too, right?
It is Fed money, whatever you want to call it. Fed. No, but I'm well fed.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, I got that wrong when I said California is really cool to the homeless. It's California, yeah.
Typical to the homeless.
Plus, because you can jack it in San Diego and not go to jail.
Yeah, but maybe I got the job because of my privilege. I don't know. And it's funny because, we're learning, when the company I work for, the nonprofit I work for, they're always teaching us a lot about, BLM and,
they're teaching you.
Yeah, white fragility or whatever. And I'm, and the funny thing is, on my team, I'm the only white guy. How funny is that?
So you're the only white guy with a job on your team, and there's like hundreds of people you work with, right?
I think we're up at any one time also with volunteers or that sort of thing, up to 300 sometimes. And so it's, yeah, it's growing.
You're still the only white guy, or whatever white guy. You're the only white chink. Are we allowed to say that? Oh shit.
Well, I'm glad the camera's not my room and or the recorder, but whatever. Yeah, no. At the end of the day, heck, if you're born in California, you learn, and Christie knows this. I'm no-Cal, Christie's SoCal. That's why we did connect early on that stuff, 11-ish years ago or whatever. And we understand California for the most part. And with that said, we get to see all different types of colors and traditions,
right,
and food and this and that. So it's like you can't help but, want to embrace a lot of it. There's some bad stuff, of course.
It always was that way growing up in San Diego. Like, this whole racial divide thing didn't happen till later. And that's not to discount the racism going on in other places and stuff. But California we were minorities. Look at my annual. You know what I mean? Look up Chula Vista High School. Like, we were the minorities, okay? And guess what? I was just talking with another so-called white guy yesterday, and he grew up in the hood like, oh, dude, it was crazy. He was literally the only one not, you know, one of 10. He was the only one. And, you know, I miss the days when these were not conversations. You know what I mean? And I'm still friends with my people from high school. And I think there's one other white one, but she's in Georgia and I haven't seen her for a long time. But you know what I mean? This is like so dumb. I miss that about California, the whole, you know, melting pot. Dude, I grew up like that. It was normal to have Chinatown and Little Italy and, you know, Greek Town and freaking National City. You know what I mean? You had it was awesome. So what do you guys want to go to do today? You know? And people did things together with different color skin and nobody was hating on anybody for that. So it's bullshit what has happened. And, you know, when I left San Diego, it wasn't like that, then did my thing. But then when I went back, when was that? Like 2003. Holy shit. I wished I wouldn't have gone back. And I still suffered the delusion of the magical kingdom I grew up in. You know what I mean? Because it was not the same. And then all of a sudden, I was a blue-eyed devil. My, you know, people who have been around for a while know how my two children, one super white, the other brown, very beautiful brown, and they were treated different. You know, the Q-tip, I would call her, would get beat up, you know, often. And it's kind of, it wasn't like that back in the 70s, 80s, you know. I don't know when exactly it did happen, but I didn't get back there to witness it until 2003.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Derek says you're pretty fly for a white guy.
Well, I'm actually a rice cracker, but I appreciate the compliment.
A rice cracker.
I'm a rice cracker. I'm 20% Chinese, but although if you ever see my Facebook, you'd look at me and you'd think I was lying, but then again, you know, who knows? Talk
about Priv. You've got the best stories. Like, see, I don't even like know my family, so I can't even really tell any cool stories, but you knew your family, and so you know all the cool stories, and just like, which are way more privileged than anything I could dig up about my family. I don't know. You know what I mean? The Greek side freaking immigrated here. They worked on a farm, and then the government took their farm, eminent domain, to turn it into a school. You know? And so, all right, how is that Priv? You know what I mean? I don't understand. And then my mom was also a single mother, worked her damn 8-to-5 job the whole time growing up. And then some, I don't know when she retired, but I was already, you know, out of her life. So, okay, I have group meetings every day at work with about 20 people. I'm the only guy, and there's only about 4 whites in the group. Wow. Yeah, so I don't understand this whole white privilege thing. Like, even when I went back to San Diego, I'm a blue-collar worker. Let's face it. People do not respect my skills. I'm an awesome cleaner, organizer, medicine maker, cook, gardener. That's all blue collar, minimum wage shit. You know what I mean? People don't respect that. And I couldn't even get those kinds of jobs in San Diego when I left there. Why? Because I didn't speak the right language. How is that fucking privilege? Tell me about that. Not being able to get a job in my own goddamn hometown because of, you know, come on, the color of my skin.
Yeah. Well, it should be noted that of any female I've ever seen in my life, you have great skin. So feel free to go on mytrueessence.net and purchase the fine products that Christie makes because, I mean, from the first day I met you to even now, you're still glowing, and you have the best skin ever. So, and I've got no qualms fucking saying that shit because it's true.
Thank you. Well, it's cool that you were there because you saw me in my home, in the hospital, and then when my mom died, and those other homeless times, you saw me in a home, and then without a home, and then now, like, things have kind of changed. Like, I was looking pretty wrecked, and the brain infection and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why that wouldn't be an inspiration to somebody who, say, wanted to cure themselves or heal themselves from homelessness or gang stalking, or, you know what I mean? Or better skin, even if it was only that. You know what I mean? Even if it was only that.
Yeah.
I don't understand the focus on the negative, but you've been there for the path. Obviously the videos and photos were there. You've taken videos and photos. And I mean, so let's say from the Tahoe or the Santa Clara days, or even my mom's death, like, what happened, what changed in my looks in these times that you, like, physically, have seen me? And
wow. Okay, I recall when I left Arizona, March of 2015, and you were in Florida, and I think you were ready to start homeless radio out there. And I remember your profile picture, and for me personally, knowing you, it jumped off the page because I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God, he looks like he's, like all the abuse that you had been through, that you've alluded to earlier in the show. It all, to me, it just presented itself, and you looked worn out.
My face was super crooked then too, like worse than now.
Yeah. And, I generally could vouch from a distance what you were going through because we talked a lot. We don't get to talk as much, as we used to, but I at least call you once a week. So, I mean, but with that said, from March of 2015 to, what is it, November 2020, it's steadily gotten better. And with the fact that, you have the place that you got, you busted your ass to get that place.
Yeah.
And, I see the improvements. You're able to make your oils. You're able to make your medicine back again. And you're coming back, and
my gardens, my food,
and you've done an exceptional job, and and I mean, the beauty of you, and I've been there for the dark stuff, the dark phone calls,
the darkest.
Yeah, the darkness. I mean, hell, we were sniping at each other for those. For dumb reasons, ultimately. They were dumb reasons.
But I'm just, you've been there for the darkest, not just dark, some darkness. Like, you've seen, the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Like, you've been there. Yeah.
With that said, I hope I answered that, correctly, but at the end of the day, we talk about this when we talked to each other the other night. We've had, I called it 9 lives like a cat death, and I've got probably, according to you, I've got about 4 left. Kind of solidifies the midlife crisis thing. But yeah, but you know, and I've seen a few of your deaths, and you know, your redemption and coming back, and you know, it is amazing to see. I may not always have the time to tell you that, but that's true. You know, so you know, you should be commended for what you've done, and you know, I'm not on the chat right now. I'm outside enjoying the nice rainy air because we haven't been getting much rain in the communist California. So I'm enjoying that. But you know, I'm proud of you, and I mean, I think about where we were when I saw you before she went into the hospital in Santa Clara County. 2 weeks before that, I had sepsis and I could have died, and I fucking didn't. And then 2 weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later, Christie ends up at the same hospital I'm at, and I'm like, and I was re-traumatized again because I was just like, fuck, So, but we made it through as best we could, and made it work,
And then you mentioned March 2015. That was my hospital stay in Florida. There was that short February, then the long March, and then the chase, just like what you actually got to almost witness in California with those fucking 3 different unnamed law enforcement agencies, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, if you were not in the back of the van, then I honestly believe I would not be here today. Yeah.
Well, then, we will.
That worked out.
We'll give that privileged status. Okay, we'll own that. We're okay. Whatever.
I'm going to read some of the comments, okay?
Go ahead. Go for
it. Okay. So, shameless plug. No, that was not a paid testimonial, but I'm glad you brought it up because, people should be asking why I'm banned and the others aren't. You know what I mean? And if you haven't got out of my path, like it wasn't that long ago where I said, I'll never make it through this. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I want to ask you about that, how you truly felt about that. But yeah, this is hilarious. Sure. Derek says, this guy sounds like the battered boyfriend in the Cost of Looking Good video.
Well, I like that. I'll make some potato pancakes. Anyway, go ahead.
That's so funny that people actually did think that was real. That was so funny. Oh my God. Okay. Christopher Roman says people get jealous when you're happier than they are. It's true. The happier and healthier you get, the more people despise you. But they're not people. They're dead. They're not real living humans would not be miserable at somebody else's success, that real humans want to see other humans do good. Okay. If you're throwing people bad juju and shit like that, and if you know anyone that is, stop making excuses for them. Okay, more Jellens. I have full faith in Christie's skills. Sometimes I wonder just how much control we have over our fate. I would say very little. We have the choice to follow through or die. So, you either follow your path or you suffer. Yeah.
It is,
and we can't change that because even if we want to, say we're just supposed to be some crazy healer chick isolated in the mountains that everyone's afraid of and still barely making an income because nobody respects their skills, right? If I wanted to go work in I don't know, Wall Street or something that I know would be selling my soul, then I don't think I would be sitting here today. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would not have been able to overcome what I did. And that's what happens when you sell your soul, right? So don't do it. If you really know what you want, you have a goal in mind, stick to that only, you know? Okay, just stay on the right side of history, stay your authentic, beautiful self, brah. Just don't sell out. Yeah, totally. So, yeah, Casey, I want to ask you, like, I mean, and thanks for calling. This is totally cool. We get to do this. It reminds me of the old days in radio. But let's say that, I mean, I've talked before about how even I didn't think that I could come this far. I didn't think that I could be this healed. I didn't think that I could reverse all the damage done to me. I didn't think that I could ever get over the pain or the trauma. I didn't think I would ever live in a house or be able to cook my own meal again. Like, you know this, because you were pretty much the first person to cry to, right? So how did you really feel? Did you actually think I'd make it? And be honest, man. Don't like. And it's I didn't.
I mean, okay, as I brought up the 9 lives kind of thing, with you, there were days I wondered, was this the last time I was going to talk to you? Or, there were days like that, even in Arizona. But the next, I'm going to put this out there, and this is one thing I've told you a lot when I was living in Arizona. I think I told you during the Christie debacle.
Oh, that's an old. Ew.
Yeah.
I got to take a shower.
I mean, it was like the one thing I'm reminded of is I remember the kids were taken, and I think it was 2 or 3 months in dealing with all that, and I had a dream where I saw you in the pit of hell. Mm-hmm. Literally, it was dark, but it wasn't like fire or anything like that, but it was just a really dark place. And I'm walking in through this really, the shadow of darkness, I suppose, but it was that dark. And I just saw this handful come out, and it was you. And I'm just like, well, get your fucking ass up out of here. So I pulled you out, and the next day you were relatively better. And so to answer your question, I'm reminded of that a lot in the times that you've been through your struggle. So, I mean, it's not really a loaded question. I would say it's more of there's days I wondered if you would make it out.
That's why I think it's such bullshit when people like that idiot in here earlier, like, he actually thinks if I say something positive or try to share something inspirational about my life to let other people know they can make it too, that's conceited or I'm bragging and again, it comes from privilege and I'm condescending on, like, what, dude? And you know what? That dream or whatever you had, I know exactly where I was. I was on that leather fucking couch. I was there for probably 2 weeks. Did not even get up to go to I would not have eaten if Russ had not brought me food every couple days. Like, I was begging to die. I could not take it anymore. So I definitely remember that life-saving dream you had. You've been there. You were with, you've been here for 11 something years. All of the really, really dark stuff. You and your dad were even posted on ChristieAphrodite.com as accomplices in this whatever CIA ring that we work for, trying to bring down all of these beautiful, privileged people. Yeah.
Well, to piggyback off that, I remember when that came out, and I even showed my dad, and okay, my dad had some with the cognitive issues, but I did learn a lot from the man, and I'm grateful that I had him, and helped him, and did the best I could with him.
Right.
But I remember when he saw that, and he's just like, Casey, don't worry about it. He's nothing. And I take that with me. So, when he did that, that's why at the end of the day, I didn't get lambasted like you did. All I got was a picture shown of me and my dad. Big fucking deal.
And address and fake name and fake jobs and fake paychecks and fake, you know what I mean? They had a little rap sheet or whatever, a dossier.
They have nothing. They didn't really have anything on me.
They don't even have your name. That was what was so funny about it. But they would look up the fake name and say that you're this person or working for whatever. The same thing they did with Danny and his wife and with my friend in San Diego, John Doe. In fact, the dude they accidentally slandered, trying to slander my friend, ended up suing him. Yeah. Yeah. So
that's the sad part of the pushback that they did get. And I mean, this is just an opinion regarding that particular situation with me. Maybe he looked up my last name and didn't want to take it any further.
Dude,
I don't know.
Everything they put on the websites in my name that I never had was 100% lies. They accused us of everything they did to me. Yeah.
No, nobody on our end that, pushed any of this forward. It came to us.
Right.
And then you have the Deborah Cooks that, that had the subsidiary of Geo with Chris Everard. You got that. So it is, there certainly is a network of paid shills and whatever.
And trying to keep people in that. And that's why I'm glad you brought her up. Like, I couldn't, she wanted to keep me traumatized, chasing those stupid rabbits. I'm like, I want my life back. Stop. Don't you do anything other than worry about what Christopher Everard and Chris Geo are doing? I'm fucking homeless. I'm fighting for my life. I have to fight all day. Do you know how long, when you're in the forest, your whole day is spent gathering wood to make dinner? You know what I mean? You're not on the internet stalking people.
No, it's true.
Trying to find a shower or trying to find a safe place to park. Sometimes I would literally spend all day trying to find a safe place to park or I wouldn't be harassed.
Obviously with me, that was my 90s, except, but I was in the city trying to find a shower or that sort of thing. So I know I never wanted to go back there again.
Well, I did that in Olympia and Seattle and Tacoma. That sucked. That really, that sucked.
I want to give a quick shout out to somebody, Mr. Christopher Roman. I've seen your posts in the last year, and I didn't comment on most of them, but what I got from those was dude was doing things and purging and stuff like that. And I just want to go on record and say, dude, I fucking dig your shit and fucking keep doing what you're doing. Fucking major props, bro.
Dude, he is hilarious. I'm always banned, but I love when I'm not banned and his posts come up. Yeah, Christopher's fucking hilarious. He's rocking it, man. He doesn't mess around with, you know, Robbies or, you know, people like Geos or weird people, you know, like that. He's like busy freaking doing shit, you know, and being hilarious and having fun. And like he said, the happier you get, you know, people don't like it. And so he's had, I think, a little bit of that too.
So props to you, bro. I just wanted to give you a shout
out. Oh, yeah. Props from both of us. Thanks for bringing that up, Casey. That's sweet.
Yeah, no problem.
I just love being surrounded by so many beautiful, genuine people, you know, not perfect people or pretending to be, or, you know, just like keeping it real. And that's where it's at, man. And if you're not there with your life yet, whoever you are, you know, it's like a whole new world, really. It's not the same world we grew up in. And what I mean by that is the mind controlled me versus the free, confident, know who I am me. We're, you know, the same body and the same soul, but this is two totally different worlds I'm living in. And I think we all have that ability. And you know, I don't believe, you know, the whole you create your reality thing. There's some flaws in that, okay? Because as Five Flames brought up just a minute ago about our fate, you know, we're not smarter or stronger than the planets or our soul or higher self or creator or whatever, whether that's a god or artificial simulated matrix. Either way, we're not stronger or smarter or wiser than either of it, right? So we're here because we have a purpose. So if you don't know your purpose, that's your purpose, right?
For the time being, for the time being, and I'm with you there. Yeah, I know you and I approach it a little bit, you know, differently.
You ask for permission, I don't. That you ask for permission and I don't. That's the that's fine. You're socially acceptable and I'm not. I'm an obtuse. What'd you call me, fromudgeon?
Yeah, you are a fromudgeon.
That's all right.
But so am I.
Yeah, but you hide yours.
Well, I just don't put it out on the net.
Right.
I learned that a long time ago with my dad, just on how he carried himself.
Right.
Good, bad, or indifferent, I learned from that man, and he was far from perfect, but, you know, that's where I get it from. And at the end of the day, there's less shit for me to clean up. And so, you know, with dealing with, you know, trying to help you as best I can, you know, I don't always have the right answer, and I have to be okay with that because, you know, that's just the best I could do. And, you know, but at the end of the day, it's like I told you the other night, when we all go, Eddie Van Halen's up there. The concerts up there are much better than what's going on down here because there ain't no fucking concerts going on. There ain't no music really going on. So, you know what? That's how I look at it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to fucking totally bug out on it. You know? I can't afford to. Personally.
I want to say what you say about learning from your dad. I mean, the thing is, we're all students and teachers of one another, and we should be learning from everyone, right? Or from every experience we encounter. That's not a pointed thing, Casey. I'm just saying it just, you know, I just started. So and even the whole purpose of doing this show, right? Like, or part of the purpose of doing this show, like, or video, Robbie, like, he could have been learning all these years, right? and maybe even helped himself a little bit. He maybe could have got a piece of inspiration to do something different in his life that led to a better result. But he didn't learn anything. So when we're not learning, we're not really living. We're not really moving forward, right? If we already know everything about everything, you're pretty much like dead already, right? You're not, you don't just like come here and then become an authority on everything and then, you know, that's it. Like, and you fulfilled your purpose by learning everything at 28 or 40 or whatever. You know what I mean? No, we're constantly growing and transforming. And you know what? Just because my life looks good right now, that shit can change any minute. And that's what keeps me freaking grateful for every living thing, every little thing. Even when I was in the van, I was still fucking grateful. And, you know? So if you're not grateful for what you have, why would you expect any more, right? So this guy and people like that, if you truly do want a better life, spend less time hating on others and learn from them, whether it's what you want to be more like or less like, right? Okay, so for Trump haters or whatever, you know, then learn, use it for what not to be like. But you become what you hate, what you fight, you know? And I just see a lot of people talking, but not a lot of doing. And, you know, Casey, you're somebody who's always there for everyone, like always. And and that's beautiful, you know, and sometimes at your own expense, dude, been there, done that. You know what I mean? I'm not, it's like, but you have really been an angel for a lot of people. And again, as you mentioned, you were definitely there for all, like you saw it all. And you're still here. You're still here. You know what I mean? That's a true friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you for the time, the many times you've helped me when I didn't even know I needed it. So thank you.
Oops, I suck at that, don't I?
Yeah, you do, but that's okay. I you know, that's all right. I mean, it isn't what you do, and it took me a couple of years to figure that out, and in that sense, I kind of lowered my expectations, kept quiet, and listened, because even the lesson I learned from my pill popping mother, you know, whatever, you know, I don't begrudge her anymore. For the most part, I don't begrudge her anymore. But she even told me one time, you know, Casey, this is the best I can do, and I couldn't deny that. You know, that was true, and so in a way, I learned that lesson with her, because she wasn't somebody I could go to with anything. So I had to re-understand that again. And
it's hard.
People have their certain set of skills. I'm attracted to the certain set of skills that help me, but the ones that aren't good at it, those are the ones I learn from. And I'll lastly say, you know, I'm 21 and a half years in recovery, sober, whatever you want to call it, free from trendy chemical amusement aid, we'll just say. And I remember being in a meeting one time, and a friend of mine who I'm still friends with, Lee, you know, he said at a meeting, and it made sense to me that you learn more from the people you don't like than the people you do like. Mm. And that always resonated with me, and you basically said the same thing. So there's a good thing. That's a good thing to be reminded of that. So, you know, thank you. Because you know, that helps me, you know, live another day or two or week of looking forward and not looking backward, you know, because we could stay stuck in our shit, you know. That's
it's amazing you said that, and I know you're not on the chat, but I'm going to read you the last couple comments in the chat, okay?
Sure, thank you.
Five Flames said, I was thinking tonight while at work about how today was a good day. Then I started to fret about the future. Then an old saying crossed my mind. Something about not worrying about the future. The day at hand has troubles enough.
Yeah. Beautifully said. Simple yet profound.
Yeah.
You know, that you know, sometimes a lot of times that it doesn't have to be that deep. You know, it doesn't always have to be 4 or 5 paragraphs of this, that, and the other thing. But the simplicity of that statement is very profound. Yeah,
right.
I like that. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, we do get kind of, you know, caught up. But you know, that's part of the path, right? Becoming more mindful and just being grateful for the moment and what we have. And that's not to diminish, you know, real shit that we need to feel, right? Like, I think it's terrible to try to take someone's suffering or pain away or to shame them from feeling it. You know what I mean? So you don't just like, it's all of it. You know, don't brush that shit under the rug either. Like, feel it. But even when you're feeling, you can still find something to be grateful for, right? Like Zeus just got squished. You know what I mean? And it was crushing. It was terrible. It still, it still brings tears to my eyes. But I'm holding my beautiful kitties that in all this space they have, they choose to be with me, right? Or even the chair I'm sitting in. Well, it wasn't that long ago I didn't have a chair. Or the fact that I can speak at all, even if my words or thoughts or whatever don't come out right. It wasn't that long ago I couldn't speak, you know? So yeah, like, be grateful for everything. And, you know, like, we can worry about whatever when it gets here. And I'm not saying that as some perfect non-worrier, you know, like, I worry about, dude, all right, Sun, Mercury, and Mars in Virgo in my 6th house. So I probably worry enough for the rest of the world. Yeah, with my Pisces ascendant. Okay. So, but yeah, so that's something I have to constantly work on. And I'm way better than I used to, but I'm not worry free or sad feeling free. You know what I mean? It's not like some perfect existence. I mean, it is for me, and I am so content, and I would not have anything that ever happened in my life, well, except the children thing. So minus that, I wouldn't change one single thing at all. And even when things are rough, trying to frickin' make paradise work, you know what I mean? It's it's you just have to focus on, you know, sometimes just the small things, right? Or just even that you have a moment to grieve. How cool is that? How many people don't even have a moment to grieve? Yeah.
Oh,
Families, jobs, people they have to keep up appearances for, or living in homes with, non-family members that, you know what I mean? Like, imagine that. So, yeah.
I'm sure everybody in the chat can totally understand that. I know for myself, just in the Arizona stuff, and then, the luxurious couch tour for a year and a half, and then going in the shelter, dealing with all that.
Right.
I mean, my first 6 months at the fire shelter, I had so much dead time that it was about fucking letting a lot of stuff go. I still got a ways to go, obviously, but it did help. And, at the end of the day, the dead time I have, say right now for the last 2 weeks have been really dead. Now next week, I'll be running around like a banshee, so I'm rested up for next week with all the stuff I got to do. And, but I've been, taking little chunks and, doing healing on some certain things there. And I'm not as available for others as I used to be because it's here, it's in my chart or whatever. But yeah, I mean, and everybody in the chat, I'll just say this.
You're taking your power back.
Yeah, well, just because I'm saying this now doesn't mean tomorrow it's not going to be fucked up,
Right. And if everybody in the chat called you tomorrow before noon, you would be there for them. But but you are. You're taking that time. You're making yourself and your growth and your healing a priority. And that's anything you really want to do, anything you're passionate about, you have to make it a priority, right? That's why when people are like, oh, I want to heal, but it's not your passion. Don't fucking lie to me. You know what I mean? Don't waste my time. That's really, so you're using your time more wisely and you're still there for other people, and sometimes too much, just like, but not really, because it all balances itself out at the end of the day.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'll say this too. With the current times that we have, 2 points I want to make. The thing about Trump, the way I perceive it, is he's, just his appearance alone has got everybody needing to look at themselves, even me. And what I liked about him is that he had me look at me. And also with the current
good point.
times, I mean, I'm sure people will disagree with me, and that's fine. But the second thing I want to say is, it's a good thing we're not all going crazy at the same time, because right now 2020 has that feel. It has it.
Yeah.
It's there, And so my advice is take it a day at a time and do the best you can with it.
Even a moment at a time. Yeah. I don't know how, I don't think if I was in the normal world, like trying to hold down a full-time job and outside the home, I should say, because this is a friggin' more than, but you know what I mean? And dealing with people, especially people trying to make me make myself sick after I just dedicated all these years to making myself better, right? And wow. I am so grateful. I wouldn't be able to do it. There's no way. There's no way. I'm just so, I can't even believe how I'm so fucking grateful, man. I just, that, and again, No, I'm not fucking bragging, you goddamn troll. This should be inspiration that if you follow your heart, you can make your dreams come true. You know?
Yeah.
My goals weren't that big. I never, dude, I never even asked to be in radio. I didn't like even none of the public stuff I never asked for. I didn't want to be in the public eye. I didn't even want anyone to see me. That's why I couldn't even do videos till 2012. You know?
Give me 1 minute. I'll be right
All
back.
right. He's working. But yeah, so I don't know. Just, figure out what you want, what makes your heart sing, and then don't let anyone or anything distract you from that, right? I did a super simple video about life or something. I don't know, it was only like 3 minutes, and it's basically, their job is to distract you. Your job is to not be distracted. It literally is that simple. Follow your passions, period. You got shit to heal, do it. Make yourself a priority. Make your healing a priority. Whatever it is. And you know what? Don't try to do everything all at once, and don't beat yourself up. You know what I mean? Little baby steps is what leads to lasting change. And anyone who thinks that I healed myself with a perfect diet or this or that, you are sadly mistaken. That's why I've been doing, the videos like I did, the perfect diet and other ones like that, because it's way less about that than the healing the trauma and getting right with yourself than that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I have a pretty good diet, but it's not perfect. If I want a fucking ice cream, I'm going to eat an ice cream. And you know what? If I want to eat the whole damn thing, I will. And you know what? I don't feel any guilt. I don't limit other than what I like. And I genuinely do not like fast food, hot dogs, sour cream, stuff like that. I never have my entire life, burger, stuff. Ugh. I genuinely do not like it. So I don't limit myself. And there's things that, when I used to be on a diet, like I was sick all the time. I felt I was overweight all the time. I was miserable all the time. And I had to eat things I didn't like because I was on a diet or a regimented program. But now I just do what my body tells me. And you know what? I made shrimp fucking egg rolls tonight. Okay? In peanut oil that I fried. And you know what? I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm eating fried food, I'm going to die. I don't think that at all. I don't eat it every day. But you know what I mean? If I want an egg roll once a month or every 6 months or year or longer, I'm going to make it, and I'm not going to feel guilty, and I'm going to savor it. Because when we're not doing that, or we're feeling guilty, or we're not savoring or appreciating something, what do you expect it to do for you, right?
Yeah. I think the egg rolls is what inspired me to call.
Do you make egg rolls?
No.
You're not a real Chinese then.
Well, no, of course not. I'm a faux Chinese who I know I can twist words into that one. But
are you going to report me for cultural misappropriation?
Well, that'll be part 2, dear. Anyway.
I think my neighbor over there might care. She might want to call Biden and Harris or something and let them know I'm, cultural misappropriation in Arkansas.
Yeah. I don't know. I still need to try crawdad soup, I suppose. But, I don't know. But that actually sounds kind of delicious on some level.
Dude, I need to ask you a favor. Okay, sorry everyone, but my cat is on camera downstairs screaming to come in, Casey, can you just kind of talk shit for a minute? I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
All right.
Don't be. That's fine.
I like those cameras. I'll be back. I got to get my girl. All right.
I'm going to meander back to inside the house, and I'll take questions. Well, hope everybody's doing well tonight. Thanks for being on the live YouTube for Christie, and okay, I am now here. I'll look at the chat. Thanks, Chris. Love you too, Brad. Phoenix Christie. That's a good one. Flames. Sunny. Yeah, it is about staying as authentic as you can. I'm with you there. Progress, not perfection. Very good, Sunny. That sounds like some AA stuff. And yeah, I used to do that first 5-6 years of my sobriety or whatever, but I did want some more because the program is great, but when you start to get within yourself, you still got to heal the stuff that happened to you instead of owning up to your mistakes, which I've done tenfold, I believe. Made amends to the people I needed to, and I got most of them done. There's some that I can't find, and that's okay. It'll, like they said, more will be revealed, and that's what I like about that. Anyway, okay, now we have Miss Christie back in.
We're back. Yeah. So Joshua came in. Yay.
Sure. Good job. Okay.
No, this is Bear. This is my big old fluffy guy. He's my boyfriend. Him and Pluto.
What's up, Tim?
Look at him. Look at him. His big, beautiful, soft, fluffy belly. He's just the most ridiculous, cutest thing oh my God.
Yeah.
So furry and fluffy. Look at him. He's humongous. Big teddy bear. My big teddy bear. Sorry, I love him so much. I love all of them so much. I love cuddling with him. Oh my God. Wow. He's just, oh yeah. And he's the one that gives me massages. Oh yeah, all over my face, my ear, my... Adorable. I don't know what I would do without these babies. Thank you for carrying the show, Casey. I always told you you'd be great in radio.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure. But with that said, I do have to cut this short. I have a client to go talk to. But,
all right.
Thank you for allowing me to come on, and I appreciate it, and I love you. And,
I love you too. I was going to ask if you had time to talk about your Priv meetings, but if you have to take care of a client now, then obviously you have to do that.
Well, I mean, I can actually.
Okay. What's your
question?
Well,
go ahead.
You have to attend regular meetings and be educated on white privilege and how to deal with it and stuff.
It occasionally pops up. They call them trainings, and I mean, I know I've told you about it, but when I worked for the county, yes, I worked for the government at one time. I'll straight up tell you. I worked
the government.
As registrar of voters in 2000. Worked the Bush-Gore elections.
Good one.
And I'm very clueless on how things run. I've touched a few documents in my time, but nothing spectacular. But the point being is, when I did a permanent job as a paper pusher for Department of Agriculture, we had to attend, diversity training, and, it was kind of unique. The only thing that really bothered me about it seemed like bash on Whitey. But, I just kind of let it go at that time. And now that I work for Life Moves, we're getting trained all the time. And as far as the trainings go, I'm seeing what is called the minorities, I guess, are even waking up to the fact that this white privilege thing is bullshit.
Nice.
It's there to cause division and at some level. And there's some people that are buying into it. And at the same time, I'm not going to knock minorities for what they went through because I wasn't there. I don't know. And I will give them the forum to listen to what they've been through.
Right, of course. Yeah. But okay, Casey, so you just barely got out of homelessness yourself, and 2 of your brothers are still currently homeless. Like, is that white privilege, or like all the white people in the trailer parks? Is that, with crackheads or next to, or, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm glad that you said the people in your company, the alleged minorities, even though you're the only whitish guy.
In my team, on my team. So,
that they think is bull. That's cool that, people are seeing through it.
They are.
Dude, we're all slaves, of the same beast, pretty much, until you're not, right? So, it's ridiculous, this, getting, it's ingenious, though. They get everyone hating everyone else, and...
I'll say this. Now, the training, I mean, at this point, I look at it as, on some level, I may learn something. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But also, I saw a Penn and Teller. If anybody's familiar with Penn and Teller, they had a show on, I think, Showtime or HBO called Bullshit. And I watched one where they did one on diversity training for a half an hour. And so they went to some place in Chicago and they met this Latina lady, and she was, promoting all this, diversity and all that. And and when they were done with the show, they interviewed her and they asked her how much she got paid to do this, who's being paid to do, who's paying her to do this. And, at this point, I think that generally all of us know that it's an industry to keep us divided, and it's just another pillar of that sort of thing going on. And, they essentially called her out. And you might be able to find it on Netflix, Christie, if you want to look for it or something like that.
Okay.
And, but it was,
hey, Mama.
I'm a big, I like Penn and Teller. I mean, they're good. They're funny. They even called out 9/11. They called that bullshit. So,
nice.
There's the flip side to that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the neighborhood I'm in, I stand out like a sore rice cracker. Okay.
Rice cracker.
My next door neighbor's a little Latino. They got some kids and chickens in the backyard.
Nice.
And their kids love me because they're just like, oh, hi, neighbor. And I do my little show for them, and it makes them laugh. And, their parents, we're cool. And I've given them cat food because I don't have a cat. Sorry, Christy. They wouldn't want their food or their, the food anyway. So I couldn't send it to you. With that said, like I said, it comes back to the earlier part of me calling in. California, for the most part, it's obviously got its problems, but it's not the people. For the most part, it's not the majority of the people. It's the way it's run.
Right.
And,
and people believing, people putting politics over people, right? Or political correctedness, but in the end, it's up to us. So we can choose to play our game or their game, right? So it's only people that don't know themselves that are going to hate on other people, or be triggered or, into the MK Ultra that our news is. So, yeah, we just need to. And that's even more of people who know themselves don't waste time hating on other people, or, what I mean? Engaging with people who really don't know themselves. So if you do find that you're falling for those things, then maybe that's an indicator that you need to spend more time getting to know yourself if you want to actually be free of, the triggers, the hate, the fear of your neighbors, the desire to report your neighbor, all of that stuff. It's just, come on. Like, how is that your purpose? Is your purpose in life really just to spy on your neighbor or make stories about people on YouTube?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's lame. I mean, at the end of the day, it's petty little things to, distract, and we know the alternative media has plenty of those there too. So
I think the alternative media is worse than the mainstream media.
I certainly can't disagree with that.
Because the people in alternative media claim to know, right? And the ones in mainstream media, they're normal pill popping, whatever, mind controlled people. They don't know. They're reading scripts, right?
Yeah.
And alternative radio is supposed to be, but they're not. They're reading a different script from the same owners. Yeah. But I think it's worse because they know what they're doing. Whereas, a regular mind controlled, they don't know. Like, these people consciously make a choice to mislead people. Yeah.
So true. That's why I went from Alex Jones to you and Jack Blood.
That's so funny.
That was my transition.
What a leap. That's so crazy.
Yeah. It was kind of Jack that led me to you. So that's,
Well, that's cool.
And I had,
I hope he's doing all right out in Seattle. Do you have any words, since I'm never allowed on Facebook?
Well, let me take a peek. I think I saw him post something. November 9th, he says, "No one seems to like you anymore, ... And, he's been generally quiet. Yeah. Not much,
no one ever liked me, so I don't have to worry about that.
But,
well, that's good. Thank you for sharing that. I'm glad that the general consensus is that people, regardless of what people tell them they're supposed to think, are kind of seeing through the bollocks. And that's cool. Thanks for sharing.
No problem. And I like when you say bollocks.
You also like it when I say anise.
Anise, and there was another word. Anyway, but we'll get to that another time, or it'll hit me when I get off this call.
Woofy.
Like, oh shit, I forgot that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I do got to go talk to my client.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for the opportunity to let me in, and thank you. And
anytime.
I know for a fact you started smiling more when I came in, so I must be magical and shit.
I was also surrounded by pussy. And I got to actually sit here and smoke and chill. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you. You should do this more often.
Yeah, you don't look as red as the first part of the show.
Red.
Yeah. I love you all, and thanks for allowing me on there, and thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Case. Thanks for gracing us with your presence.
No problem. Y'all take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's so cool that worked and that you could hear him. Yay. So, all right. Well, that maybe means that I could do something like that in the future, maybe. But yeah, I am going to be working on here soon, getting the mixer and the broadcaster thing back up, and ocelli.com, so my website that I haven't really been updating to, but there's a ton of shit there, you know what I mean? ChristieAphrodite.com, and that's where the show will be, and the text chat. And then if there's somebody who knows technical stuff, what I want to be able to do is do the show, but also YouTube, like live stream them, on camera. So, I mean, I guess I could just talk and then turn on YouTube, right? But I don't know. Yeah. And then I'd like to learn how to show things on the screen or bring people in, or I don't know, stuff like that. But yeah, so it looks like, I mean, I've been going through this, why am I even doing this? Nobody listens or cares anyways, right? And, everybody's got a problem with me, but they ain't paying my bills kind of thing. And then always being banned and not being able to maintain my groups or my pages. And then everybody being so locked into Facebook that they're not going to go to my site or show or anything anyways, right? Because they want to be with the cool kids in Facebook. So, yeah, I've just kind of really been debating, do I even want to go into radio? What could I possibly teach anymore, right? But yeah, I'm, I think I'm trying to work past that, because, I mean, here's the thing. I'm in a position where I can, I don't need, help, dude, is totally appreciated. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need to make money to other than, more than what I'm making now. So if I have the time and the desire, then yeah, I like to talk shit and I like to share, things I've learned. But yeah, so I've just been kind of going back and forth with that. So it looks like in the next couple weeks I'll be working on getting the machine working again, and then doing the shows through ocelli.com, on the Christie site. So I went from Alex Jones to Chris. You did not, really? That's hilarious. What a jump. I mean, or it's more like a fall, right? Off a cliff. But hey, at least I'm not calling my listeners that give me 19 million a year plus $1 million money bombs to, and then calling them all psychopaths and all of that good stuff. Yeah. Why do people love psychopaths? That's what I don't understand. And why they just want to follow people over the cliff, really, of powerlessness, right? So I don't know, man. If whoever you're spending time with is encouraging you to do nothing and let them do all the work, right? Oh, I'm gonna save you, just come into this teleseminar and I'll just talk to some alien dude up in the sky and, you're healed and you don't have to do anything. And I'm going to, or I'm going to go reset the matrix for you, or just like other totally fucking crazy things like that, dude. If they're not empowering you with the knowledge or reminders that you have everything within you, you are 100% perfectly equipped to take care of yourself. If you're not getting that out of whoever's message you're listening to, you should probably, if you do want a better life, right, then maybe reconsider where you're spending your energy. So, like back to the beginning of the show, right? Are we spending our energy trolling people or even responding to trolls, right? Are we doing it consciously or unconsciously? Is it a egoic need? Is it a fear? Is it, and like use it as an opportunity to look at yourself. So if you're suspicious of everyone around you, that doesn't mean there isn't a reason to be, right? Like some people are shady, okay? But if you really feel that way, then why would you spend time with shady people? Why would you spend time with lying, abusing, violent YouTube, military paid lifetime actors? Like, why? That's on you. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. So that was fun. And I'm glad you all were here. And that was cool that Casey could call. But in the future, it'll be better. And I think it would be cool to have people be able to call from here during the live shows. And, I'm not always going to have guests like I used to. I used to, think I didn't have anything to share, but I was wrong. As always, I'm always fucking wrong, but that's the beauty of life, right? We learn. So, yeah, I'm going to close. Oh, there's Miss Shashira. She was at the door screaming, so that's who I had to go down to no, you can't have that. No. She's the queen of all queens. She's the best. Hello, Mama. Yes, come show your pretty face. Oh, yeah. This is a mama. And the best mom in the world who gave birth to all of those beautiful, amazing children. Oh, my God. She's a really good mom. And a good daughter. And a good just hugger and healer. And she's smart. And she's fucking badass. Yeah, totally. So, yeah, thank you again. And I will see you again soon. And if you do have any questions you want me to address or tackle in a future video, my email is christieaphrodite@gmail.com, or I'm Christie Aphrodite on Instagram. I'm allowed to communicate there. So that's a good place where I can get messages on my phone and message back kind of right away or whatever. So there's that. And I'll be back on Facebook in December until they ban me the next day again. That's why I'm like done. Like, why? Why do I want to waste energy on that when I could build something here? Right. So, and that's why I'm thinking the show and the sites, I'll give it like one more try because I've got nothing better to do. All right. Julia, Sunny, Christopher, Casey, Five Flames, Sunny, Derek. I'm probably missing. I'm definite. Julia. I said Julia. Okay. And everyone else. There was Hugh and Society, Sinister, Society is sinister. And Brian and Mike Hunt and everyone else. All right, guys. Thank you. Good night.